How's your teen doing with their eating habits? Too much junk food on the go? If you are looking for ways to get them more interested in healthy food, registered dietitian Andrea Hallwigner joins us this morning to talk about teens and junk food. How do we know, Andrea, when too much or how much junk food is too much junk food?
Oh, that depends on where we're starting from. We've seen it all in our practice. Sometimes it might be difficult to even get like a vegetable into a teenager. And at other times, they're pretty good and they just need a little bit more encouragement to try a few new things.
Okay, what's the best way to get them on board? I think it really starts with the attitude towards food from mom and dad.
Absolutely. So role modeling is my number one thing. So we can't expect our kids to want to eat enough fruits and veggies, for example, or reduce our consumption of chocolate chip cookies and potato chips and these things if we're not role modeling those habits. So really, we don't have a lot of control about what they're going to eat outside of our house, but what we're bringing into our house. I'd love families to be a little bit more mindful about the quantity maybe of junk food. It's not about eliminating it because we do need to teach them how to manage the types of foods. Otherwise, when they move away from home one day, they might be the kid that lives on fast food and potato chips for a couple of years. So it's not about eliminating, but really, again, trying to have some fun with this and make some of these healthier choices a little easier for them so that they want to pick them out when they open the fridge and say, there's nothing to eat. What they really mean is there's nothing to eat that was very convenient for them.
Yeah, nothing's jumping out at them, jumping onto a plate and going to the couch with them is really what they mean, right? So what are your suggestions?
So I want to move over to my second camera here and give you some ideas for what we could do for some of the after school snacks, or even these can work for great like breakfast, evening snacks, whatever. So I'll start over in my corner here. My son actually put these ones together. And these are just get them to fill up their own containers, whether it's I've got a glass mason jar here of some of their own favorite items in trail mixes. If you buy just the ingredients they like, what we're going to find is they'll be more likely to grab those out of the cupboard because they're ready to go in a container and they can easily grab them. What I got here actually is what I call a Yonun Dip. And so if you take a vanilla Greek yogurt, you throw in some powdered peanut butter or almond butter, peanut butter, any kind of nut butter works great. This works awesome as a dip. So if you slice up your apple or your pear, bananas, really great sort of calcium and protein option there for them. What do I have over here? So for kids that are really hungry after school, since this is a hungry time of day, if you put together a big pot of oatmeal on the weekend and then you really just, put some containers ready to go in the fridge. This is an apple, cinnamon, hemp heart, raisin kind of theme that I did here. And this one is a PB&J oatmeal, so super popular. Put a little jam, a little peanut butter, some berries on top. Again, if they know this is ready to go, they might be likely to put it into the microwave and go for a quick snack.
So really convenience is something that is key, is what I'm hearing you say. If it is there and ready, they're more likely to grab. It's the putting it together that may be one of the blocks.
Totally. So it's interesting, they know that, for example, there's cheese in the fridge and they could slice it and put it together with some crackers. But if it's not diced like this, they might not think to grab it. So again, a little bit of prep on the weekend and I'd get them involved. These are really great culinary skills to give them that helps you as a parent as well. Same thing with your veggies. I mean, if we think about what adults do, none of us really like going into the fridge, peeling a carrot, slicing the cucumber. But if it's in a container like this and we're starving, we might be likely to just grab it and start nibbling on it. This one here is a really popular one with my son. These are sort of homemade fruit cocktails. So any kind of juice will work. Put any kind of fruit in there. And again, if you've got a kid that isn't big on fruit, a homemade fruit cocktail is really fun. This one I did with pineapple and blueberries and a little mango juice. So again, great for school lunches, but also if you put these in the fridge, don't be surprised if they eat a bit more fruit. You can see the pizza bagels that I've got here. We always have some sort of pizza, English muffin pizza bagels, pita pizzas going in our house because my son will eat these at any time of the day. So really great to just make up a bunch and have them ready to go. And last but not least, I'm going to be sharing a recipe for one pot mac and cheese. And I think this is a healthier version of many of the packaged powdered cheese products on the market. And you can get that recipe right on our website. It's healthstandnutrition.com. Teach your kids how to make this. It's 5 ingredients. You literally put 2 cups of macaroni, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of milk, and a tablespoon of butter in a pot. You boil it all for about 15 minutes, and then you add 1 cup of grated cheddar, and we are good to go.
Delicious. I can just see in my mind a kid going to school and pulling out one of those drinks. Oh, what have you got there? My cocktail. I'm just going to have my cocktail now. And the lunch lady going, what's going on here? Everything that you showed us looks delicious. And it's all about the convenience. So if you have it all ready, they can think of it as they need to go and grab. And if the go and grab's a good, healthy option, they're going to go for it. Thank you, Andrea. That's great tips for us this morning. You've made us all very hungry.
I know. Well, this is good stuff for both kids and adults, and especially if you get them involved on a weekend doing some of this prep, it takes the strain off of you as a parent.
Nice work. We like that. Healthstandnutrition.com is Andrea's website. You want the mac and cheese recipe or any other ideas?